Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to be talking the difference between having a customer experience and just giving basic customer support. I'm John. I run SIUK Digital AI. I've been involved in the chatbot space for a couple of years or so now, and this AI stuff is absolutely game-changing. Clearly, one is very much different from the other. But more importantly, I'm going to show you how you can do this using the AI technology that's now available to you. We do live in an age where customers believe in the instant response, or near as damn it, and they expect that interaction very, very quickly. There's nothing worse than a phone that isn't answered. I had to call myself recently to the HMRC. I spent 20 minutes holding to get to the queue. When I finally got to the queue, you're dialing the different numbers for the departments, or you're actually speaking to that one. You say what you're after, and it's horrendous. Only for them to hang up as soon as I got through, the final chain to supposedly the department I was looking for. Call ended. Did it twice just in case it was a glitch. No, they clearly weren't taking calls that day for some reason. And this isn't unusual in the customer support environment. In most instances, the majority of calls you're getting are going to be, it's going to be back to the old joke about the PC support. Have you tried turning on and off? Most queries are very basic. So now you're aware of some issues, and you probably know what issues exist within your own organization. You now need to look at solutions that can resolve it, and you need to look at solutions that don't cost you an absolute fortune. And the fantastic thing is, this is what AI chatbots can do for you. And when I say AI, I am talking about several things. I'm talking about chatbots, both the voice chatbots being on screen, and I'm also talking about an automated email system. And today's video, I'm just going to go over some of those for you. And so to start with, I'm going to quickly share my screen. I have to put my goggles on for this, I'm afraid. Okay, so what we're looking at here is a basic chat flow for what we would call a email support system. This is an automated email system that would interrogate a database that would then give a response to whoever it is that's emailed in an inquiry. So it quite literally starts off with an inbound email that says, help, I have a problem, and hopefully goes on to explain some of those problems. The email is received by your email system to a designated email account, which is then fed into a automation system. The automation system then feeds the email into a database lookup system. It's been given the knowledge of your business and all the technical information, etc., that you have that your clients may need. It interrogates that, it finds the solution, and it sends a reply automatically via email. So let's have a look at that in practice. I've got an email account open here. So if I compose a message, got that correct. Subject really doesn't matter here. And I'm going to ask it, my toaster isn't working. And I know you're thinking, why has it got my toaster isn't working when it's obviously I'm sending it to my own digital account. I have deliberately set this one up to do the World Wide Web. So it's searching the entire World Wide Web for a solution. And there we go. I've now received an email back, and it explains to me in great detail how to resolve my toaster not working. As I said, I have set this up so that it searches the internet for an answer, so I can do silly questions like this for the purposes of demonstration, but this would normally be set to your knowledge base. It's obviously clearly laid out in a HTML format, so it's easy to read for your customers. And that took about 2 minutes from me hitting send through to when it arrived through. So a very good system, but on the whole, it's a very simple, straightforward solution that frees up your staff time to do other things, to handle those first tier, first level basic questions that are the sort of bane of every business out there. So great system, very simple to implement, and can work out of your own email system. So that's version 1. And I'm sure you can imagine, if you have that within your business, your customers are going to feel much better knowing that they're getting a fairly quick response that's not quite instant, but instant enough to appear like someone is paying attention and waiting for those emails to come in. And I think that's the critical part, is that it looks like some action has been taken straight away. And even better, that's online 24/7, never turns off. Absolutely fundamentally brilliant. Okay, and so that's the first one, email support. Now moving on to the AI interactive support. This can be done on screen via a text style chatbot, or it can be done via voice, which I'll demonstrate in a moment. And this works completely differently because it's a conversation, and this works extremely well, and customers absolutely love it. But the benefit of this system over having the old style chatbot, where either there were a structured workflow or those horrible little pop-ups where you sit there and waiting for someone to answer, that if no one's monitoring, and let's be honest, no one ever is, you just end up having to leave a message or type a message into the box in the first place. Absolutely useless, horrible things. You may as well just have a voicemail that people can leave a message to. So this system works completely different to the last. So just coming back to my screen very quickly, it would start with someone opening a chat or calling a chatbot and saying, I've got some kind of a problem. And depending on the nature of your industry or business, the conversation would start, and it would literally just be on that basis. So if in this example, it's help, I have a problem. Sorry to hear that. Can you tell me more? And the person says, I cannot find an item I'm looking for. Okay, the chatbot responds, what is it you're looking for? And the person asks for a specific t-shirt in a specific color, and so on and so forth. And you can imagine this conversation going on until the customer had found the specific t-shirt, or they are advised that that t-shirt isn't available in the color they want, whichever. But the conversation happens in this to and fro, backwards and forwards scenario. The cool thing about these is that the bots can handle multiple calls at once. So if you're getting a lot of support calls in, you can get a response very, very quickly. Now let's try the chatbot. Let's see if I can get mine open. Just bear with me.
Hello there. You've reached your happy little helper for today. My name is Charlie, the voice of expertise on AI customer assistance. Tell me, what are the biggest difficulties for your business?
Hi Charlie, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm absolutely smashing. Thank you for asking. Being an AI, I'm always in tip-top shape, no coffee needed. Now, how can I sprinkle some AI magic on your day?
Okay, excellent. Can you tell me a little bit more about chatbots?
Absolutely. Chatbots are like your digital superheroes. They handle repetitive tasks like answering FAQs, booking appointments, or guiding customers, all without breaking a sweat. They're available 24/7, save businesses money, and free up your team to focus on the big stuff. Fancy having one of these tireless wonders for your business?
I sure do. But can you tell me, do you know anything about the Apollo moon landings?
Oh, the Apollo moon missions? Fascinating stuff. But I'm afraid my expertise is more grounded in AI chatbots and voice assistants than lunar landings. Speaking of out of this world, though, did you know a chatbot can give your business a stellar customer experience? Shall we explore that instead?
Thank you, Charlie. I will call back. I'm going to end the call there. My bot goes on to ask for an appointment. Clearly, I don't need to do that at the moment. But you get the idea. Hopefully, you heard it okay. You get the idea that they can be programmed specifically. Mine's been designed slightly camp for a reason, just to make it more entertaining. They can be designed and programmed to operate in many different ways. Obviously, on screen, you don't quite get the same intonation with it. You don't get the mood, if you like. It's just a normal conversation that does come across with the voice bot scenario. But they both have pros and cons. The important thing there, though, was The chatbot answered very, very quickly. It answered within moments of the call starting to ring. So there was no one waiting. There was no waiting for me. I didn't go into a queue. I wasn't call number 40 or anything like that. It was instant. The conversation started. And even though he asked me a direct question and I redirected what he said, he was able to come back. I say here, you know, we do project a humanity onto these people, onto these bots. They are at the end of the day just a computer program. That's all they are. But it's almost impossible to ignore them and treat them that way. And I, you know, if I hadn't told you, would you really know he was a bot? That's the question. So what is the key difference then between the different elements? Well, the chatbot is a problem-solving bot, as in it's been programmed to respond in a multitude of ways and anticipate what the customer might say. And even if the customer says something that is out of left field, like my instance with the Apollo moon landings, they have a knack of bringing it back around or get out in order to redirect it back to where it should be. You can take them further. There is mechanisms to have a more advanced problem-solving bot. So if you wanted them in a higher level of technical support, for example, you can have several different knowledge bases plugged in. I'm thinking here IT as an example, and even better, no matter how stressed the user is, the customer is, it just keeps this mellow chill all the time, which is what you want, because it comes across better, and I guarantee it will convert more customers to go, they solved my problem, or they listen to me. I think that's just as important. So you're improving the customer journey, if you like, from the moment they call right through to the moment it ends. They feel they've been dealt with, they feel that they've been understood, and they feel like your business actually cares and put some actions in place to help them resolve their queries. But ultimately, what you're after is to give the customer the best experience that you can give them and respond appropriately to their given issue, concern, whatever. In a perfect world, you know, unlimited resources, unlimited staff, everything on hand to solve every customer's problems, it would be brilliant. But we don't live in a perfect world. It's an imperfect world, and businesses have costs to consider. And the one absolutely cool thing about this technology, and it's coming on leaps and bounds. I mean, if I tried to present you that voice bot 6 months ago, it would have been absolutely atrocious. The delay and time lag and everything would have been horrendous. It's only now that they're really becoming viable in this fashion. But the technology is moving all the time. It can do more and more, and you're doing more and more with less. That's what's happening. So once installed, once set up, it's sitting there 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, not requiring tea break, not requiring any kind of stoppage. It just keeps going, and it keeps responding in the same professional manner. Your customers feel valued, that your customers feel like, you know, you've taken steps to make sure that their questions can be answered and answered professionally. And that is the core to this message today, is that I'm not saying you're doing customer support wrong. I'm saying you could be doing customer support better. But that would be very interesting to hear what your thoughts are on this. If you want to talk more about having one of these systems installed, please feel free to get in touch. The contact details, as always, are below. We'd love to hear from you that way. If you've got any comments, feel free to leave them below. I think I've waffled on enough for the time being, so I'll leave you for now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon with another AI related video. You take care.